Hi, and welcome to my Real Sources news series, Quick Tips. I'm Debbie Fajardo, Director of Education for my Real Source, and we're dedicated to bringing you great content to help you navigate Paragon and all the resources we have. I hope you'll enjoy today's Quick Tip.
In this low inventory market, wouldn't it be great if you could set up your MLS search and automatically have it notify your client when a new listing comes onto the market with their criteria? Well, great news. You can do just that with the Collab Center. You can marry your great MLS search with as much detail as you like right to your client so they get automatic notifications. Let's take a look at the Collab Center. The Collab Center offers your client an easy way to view properties that are automatically sent to them. The Collab Center allows them to go in and favorite properties, put them in as possible, reject properties, and even create custom folders. If they want to see the details for the new property that was just sent to them, they can go ahead and click on View Detail. And then right from here, they can see great things like all of the property photos. They can see things like virtual tours. If there were Matterport tours or drone footage, all of that will show up here. They can go through. They can go in and actually request a time that they'd like to see it. Now keep in mind, this is not actually requesting it in showing time. What it is doing is simply sending it to you, the agent, so you don't have to pick up the phone and call your client and say, hey, what time did you want to see that house? Down here, they'll be able to see all the MLS information, taxes, room sizes, and down below, you can see things like associated documents. So if they want to see the property disclosures, maybe the seller's disclosure or lead-based paint disclosure, they can do that right from here. Keep in mind, if the agent has also put in bylaws or rules and regulations, those will show up here as well. So clients can actually see a lot of information, specifically when buying condos, right from their Collab Center. They can go in and use things like the mortgage payment calculator. This will allow them to go in and kind of crunch some numbers. Now, I do always tell my clients this is not like talking to a lender. It's not an exact science, but it will allow them to just get a general idea of what their payment may be. If they're looking over the information, and let's say they want to actually view the neighborhood, they can use the map view and actually grab the little yellow Google man, put them right on your map, and they now can walk down the street. They can see the neighbors to the left, neighbors to the right. They can actually do a 360 view of the whole neighborhood. There's also community reports in here. And let's say that they wanted to forward this to a significant other, maybe a spouse. They can go ahead and click on share and share it via email. They can put a comment on there for you to see as the agent. Again, they can see associated documents from here, even share a property maybe to someone on Messenger on their Facebook. So the Collab Center is really designed to be quick and easy. This also allows the client to do their own search if you allow them to. So not only can they see the properties that pop up with their criteria, but agents can also put their recommendations in. Even if it's not, let's say that your client said, I want to specifically live in Sterling Heights. And maybe you found one just on the border of Sterling Heights, maybe into Warren. Well, you can actually do an agent recommended, which will actually bring that to their attention. It will still show them that listing. If you've got maybe a difficult buyer like I seem to get lately, you may want to do an agent preview, which basically sends the properties to you first as the agent, and then it allows you to forward them on right into their Collab Center. So there's some great ways that you can actually control what actually gets sent out to your clients. Clients can also go in and do their own searches. So of course you can set up the search with the criteria, but if they want to add another city or expand their search, they can actually create their own property searches, and this will notify you, the agent, if they change something. Here's a really easy way for you to communicate with your clients. And remember, one of the benefits of using Collab Center is the information is live using the live MLS database. What this means is you won't get those calls like you do so often from syndication sites like maybe Zillow, where it's been closed for 3 or 4 months and still showing active on the Zillow site. Because this uses the back end of the MLS, the information is always current and up to date. Get in the habit of asking your clients to favorite their listings that they would like to see. I'll show you a great tip and trick why you want to do that for your client. So as you saw, the client side of the Collab Center is very updated and very user-friendly. However, the agent side is even easier. The agent can go right into Paragon, go to Contacts, View and Manage Contacts, and you can see anyone you've set up with the Collab Center. Not only can you see when you added them to the Collab Center, when the last notification was sent to them, but you can even see when they last logged in. You can also see how many favorites they have, and if you want to see their site, exactly what they're seeing, you can even click the View button and it will take you directly in. If I want to modify the search for this person, I can simply open up their search. I can go to their buyer activity. I can then click on that contact's name and it's going to take me directly to my search that I've set up right in Paragon. So if I wanted to add another city, maybe I wanted to go ahead and increase their price range, I could do all of that from here. Also under contacts, if you needed to make a change, let's say you wanted the spouse to also receive the information, you could go ahead and go right down to spouse or secondary notification. You can make them the primary. They could share an account. You can even set up some contact management groups. So for instance, my son, I've made a few prospects from my son's school, their moms and dads, and so I set up an actual school group so that I can keep track of contacts that come over from school. So it even has some CRM capability. You can also do agent recommended. So let's say you set up a search with 3 cities and you found this one home. It's not really going to come up automatically in their search, but you still want to make sure that they see it because you just think it's going to be perfect for them. Well, what you can do is you can actually go in and you can add a particular listing that you want to be an agent recommended. So again, it's not something that would automatically show up in their Collab Center, but it might be something you, the agent, think that they would still like to see. So you can actually do an agent recommended here. Another option, as I mentioned, sometimes we have those difficult buyers. Maybe you want to do an agent preview of everything first before it goes into their Collab Center. So there's so much that you can actually do here. Let's go in and let's take a look at how we set up our clients with the Collab Center. So it's very easy to set a client up with the Collab Center. Simply go into Paragon, set up a search, and put in the buyer's criteria. Remember, you can put as much criteria or as little criteria as you choose, and you can even search by map or simply type in area or areas that your buyer may be interested in. Once you've done this, you're going to click Save Search As. Now we want to go ahead and name our search. So I probably would call this a residential home search for Joe Schmidtke. And now I want to take that search and I want to assign it to the contact who's going to get the notifications. So Joe Schmidtke. So I want to go to Contact. And if you already have that contact in Paragon, you can quickly pull them up here. But I want to go in this case, and add a brand new contact. So I'm going to put in Joe Schmidtke's information and his email address. Once I've done that, I've basically married the search to the person who's going to get the email notifications when new properties become available. I'm now going to save it. The last thing I need to do is just save and notify. And what that's going to do is it's going to turn on the Collab Center and allow me to send the welcome message out. So make sure you have the Collab Center and send welcome messages, now he's automatically going to be set up and he'll be able to see his 8 new matches, and he can again even do his own searches. All I have to do is hit send, and that client is now set up in the Collab Center. Now remember, you do want to remind your clients to go in and favorite properties. So I mentioned that there would be a quick tip and trick in this video. Well, if they've favorited properties, you, the agent, can go right to their favorites, click on the number. Let's say I just want to show these 3 here. Check them off. And now I can take those 3 he was interested in right into showing time. I can actually create a showing time cart, which will allow me to schedule all of those properties in one convenient place. So I'm gonna do Joe Schmageggi's showing time cart here. I can drop them all in, pick the times, and it will even put them in an order for me. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you do have any additional questions, remember that we have tech support available from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. And if you go to our Facebook page, you can actually request a one-on-one consultation. So if you've watched some of the pre-recorded classes and you still find yourself having questions, don't forget, go right to our Facebook page and you can pick the topic and we'll line you up with an instructor who's an expert in that subject. Thanks again for watching. Hope you're having a great day.